Imagine coming home from a terrible day at work. You're drained, clinging to the promise of sweatpants and silence. You walk through the front door and trip over what can only be described as shoe-palooza. Piles of footwear everywhere. Shelves exist for these shoes. Why is no one using them? Your partner rounds the corner. You lash out. Seriously? You can take 5 seconds to deal with the shoes? Now freeze. In this messy human moment, your partner has 2 options. Option 1, they react by correcting your behavior. What's wrong with you? Don't talk to me like that. No coffee for you tomorrow. They punish your outburst with a consequence. How does that land in your body? Do you feel suddenly inspired to do better? Or do you feel the urge to fire back with even more heat? What's happening is biological. You were already stressed, and the consequences made you more reactive. Option 2, your partner takes a different path. They see your outburst not as defiance, but as distress. Their eyes soften. Rough day, huh? You look wiped. Go take a bath. I've got dinner, homework, and bedtime with the kids. After that, I'll meet you on the couch and I want to hear all about it. I've got you. I've got me. I've got us. Sit with that for a moment. How does that land in your body? Your nervous system begins to settle. You might still be upset, but you're not alone in it anymore. The connection invites calm, leaving you more open to choosing a better response next time. And who wouldn't want that person as their partner? If this is true for adults, imagine how much more true it is for children. As an author, speaker, former psychologist, and now parenting educator, I've supported thousands of families over the last 25 years. It is very clear to me that how we meet our kids in their hardest moments will shape their growing minds and the lives they'll lead as adults. Will they chase approval or know that they're enough? Will they develop anxiety, depression, or grow up grounded and able to handle their own emotions? If we want our children to flourish, then buried in that shoe-palooza story is the most powerful way to help them do it: human connection. A series of landmark studies, which would certainly be considered unethical today, reshaped our understanding of attachment. In the 1950s, 60s, and 70s, psychologist Harry Harlow separated infant monkeys from their mothers and offered 2 surrogates: a cold wire figure who provided milk, and a soft cloth figure who provided only comfort. The babies overwhelmingly clung to the cloth mother, choosing warmth and security over food. They took the briefest trips back to the wire mother to eat, returning immediately to the cloth mother. Comfort and connection, not food, determined where the babies formed their attachment. Humans need connection too. A newborn who receives no affection can develop a serious condition called failure to thrive. At first, they cry. Then they give up. They can even die. To a child, connection isn't optional. It is their air. Now, consider modern-day child raising. Take the ever-popular timeout. On the surface, seems harmless. But what is it really? An imposed disconnection. You remove the child from your proximity physically and often emotionally. And timeouts are just one example. We take away toys, privileges, screen time. We use the intimacy of our relationship, our knowledge of what the child needs and loves, and in a way, we weaponize it. Do these strategies work? Often, yes. Kids can become more compliant. But why? Not because of respect, and not because they see the value of the request, but because they need to restore the bond with their caregiver. They can even suppress normal childhood feelings and behaviors just to be accepted by the people they should be able to count on. We send the message, you are worthy of my love when you behave, and unworthy when you don't. The child learns connection is conditional. And what have we even taught them about life, themselves, emotions? A child's brain is incredibly shaped by their environment and relationships through something called Hebb's law. Neurons that fire together, wire together. So, if a child is repeatedly responded to with relational disconnection, especially during emotional upset, those neural pathways can form in a way that leaves them unable to manage everyday stresses. The opposite is also true. When a child experiences connection in the face of upset, their stress is reduced. Their body learns, I can be upset and still be safe. And that kind of wiring is likely to be a buffer against anxiety, depression, and other challenges later in life. If we see our children's outbursts as distress and respond with connection instead of consequences, just like our shoe-palooza hero did, our children are likely to feel supported. Rather than adding upset, our kindness adds calm, and they will be able to cope with their big feelings more effectively. Some of you might resist this approach. It might be different to how you parent or how you were parented. And it is never too late to embrace connection, not consequences, as the way to raise a child. Now, I'm not saying giving your child a timeout will cause them to develop anxiety in the future. Nor am I suggesting that if you are connection-focused in all ways, that your child is guaranteed to grow into a well-adjusted human. What I am saying is, when we raise children with connection, we don't add fuel to the fire. We don't burden their nervous system with more stress at the very moment they are least equipped to handle it. Instead, replace punishments and power plays with relationship, presence, and awareness. See tantrums as distress and backtalk as discomfort. Stop asking how to control behavior and start asking, what does my child need right now to feel safe, seen, and supported? Be their guide and their champion. Hold firm to no, while honoring, I know, no cookies before dinner. I know that's disappointing. No more game time. I know that's upsetting. I know you're tired, and you still need to put your shoes away. Resist lecturing. Keep directions brief. Gentle hands, we don't use those words, quiet voices. Set boundaries around behavior, but not around emotions. This might mean physically stepping in to stop the hitting while allowing your child to feel their frustration, or reminding your teen of the no phones at the table rule while bearing safe witness to their flare of irritation in response. Stay grounded while your child unravels. Breathe, and remember, even on your worst day, you are your child's best bet. Plan to revisit your own emotions later so you can stay present. The goal is to anchor every limit in love, to hold your child accountable and hold them close. Kids have shoe-palooza moments all the time. Every child will struggle and push boundaries. And when they do, the most powerful response we can offer isn't a consequence. It's ourselves. I've got me. It's compassion. I've got you. It's connection. I've got us. If we raise children who are wired by connection rather than fear, we won't just transform families. We could change the life trajectory of so many children. Just imagine a world where every child gets to grow up with nothing to recover from. Connection is everything. Thank you.